there, I'm Jody. Welcome to my channel, and I'm so excited in this video to share with you an energetic forecast for each of the months for 2023, along with a tarot card pull for the collective with a message for all of us that's specific to that month's energy. And it doesn't matter when you are watching this video, the message coming through will still relate and apply to you. So I'm going to try and go through this fairly quickly. I don't want this video to be extremely long, so let's just dive right in, shall we? All right, so the month of January that we are currently in carries the energy of 8 numerologically, and 8 is a number that wants to go deep. It's a number that wants to gain mastery, be a mentor. So you might be feeling the urge to kind of take it easy this month, even though it's the first of the year, and a lot of, in society, we're told that in January we're supposed to, New Year's resolutions, we're supposed to come up with all these things, that goals and big changes that we want to make for the year, and we're supposed to, be ready to go gung-ho implementing those. Well, this January with the 8 energy, and it's an energy, also we're in Capricorn season right now, so the energy this month probably has you kind of wanting to take things more at a slower pace and approach things from more of the planning standpoint, figuring out kind of like really assessing where it is you want to go. 8 energy is an energy that doesn't want to go wide, so it's not an energy about kind of going out there and spreading yourself thin. It's more of a focused energy. So yeah, this month you're probably, just like I said, feeling like you want to go inside, reflect, kind of take stock of what's working for you, what's not working for you, and start dreaming for where you want to go. What is that one thing that you really want to maybe dive into this year? And the Capricorn energy is going to support you with really formulating a plan and a framework for how you can implement it. So this energy, like I said, not so much action oriented this month, but just more about allowing yourself to dream, go inside yourself, and think about what path you want to take. So let's see, I've got a selection of tarot cards here, and let's see, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, and let's see what tarot message is coming through for us as a collective for the month of January. And like I said, regardless of when you're watching this message is for you. This message is for anyone who is tuning in to this video, and this message is going to be one of advice of how you can best use the 8 energy and the Capricorn season energy that we are currently moving through. How can you best use the energy this month? All right, and I love this card. So the card that is coming up for us is the Ace of Swords, and this card is so spot on for what I was just talking about the energy this month, asking us more to go inward and dream, allow our imaginations to really run wild and dream about where we want to go. Last year, especially November and December of 2022, we were working through a lot of stuff, releasing, making a space for some new energy to come in. So this month, like I said, is all about allowing yourself to dream and think about where it is you want to go. Where do you want to feel that space that you've made in your life for something new? And the Ace of Swords is all about, it's about our thoughts. It's about, yes, the realm of our thoughts and our communication, the communication that we have with others, and the messages and the message that we put out to the world. And you can see here this nautilus shell here, and it's shining a light brightly out to the world, illuminating what's in her mind. So what's in your mind? What are your thoughts? Where are your dreams and your imagination wanting to take you this month? Give yourself the space to really, like I said, let your imagination and your dreams run wild. You guys, we are co-creators. We co-create this universe and this world that we live in. So the sky's the limit. Allow yourself to dream and start thinking about some ways with that Capricorn energy that you can build a structure and a framework and bring some of those dreams into reality in your life. Love that card. All right, and as we move out of January into February, we're going to be moving from 8 energy into 9 energy. And 9 energy is all about culmination, completion, endings. And I really feel like that February is going to be a really healing and emotionally freeing month. If you felt like November and December of last year you were working through a lot of muck and just releasing a lot of maybe emotions and feelings that you had been stuffing down for a while, you may have felt and experienced a big release of those in December. And February, I like to think of it as kind of like a final sweeping and cleaning out of any of the residual kind of muckiness that still remains, you guys. And we're moving into February under the influence of Aquarius. Aquarius is a very innovative and progressive energy. It wants us to push the boundaries, unknown boundaries. So you may be feeling like you want to try something completely new, go in a completely new direction. And it's important to note that I feel like in general, that's why I say the energy of January is not one of kind of setting a course and plowing forward. It's more of an energy of thinking about where you want to go, because I feel like just in general, a lot of us in 2023 are going to be completely changing course and making a huge pivot in our lives. So use the energy in February, that Aquarius energy, to, like I said, really explore the unknown. Maybe you want to chart a course for yourself that is completely new. At the same time, like I said, it's going to be kind of that final sweep of maybe some muck and some emotions and just some crap that you've been carrying for years. it's going to be kind of the final releasing of that and making space so that you are able to then move forward and chart that new course. So let's go ahead and just see what tarot message is coming through for us for the month of February. The month of February. And like I said, no matter when you're watching this video, no matter where you are, this message is still going to apply. This message is for you for the month of February. All right, and we have the Two of Pentacles here, the Two of Pentacles. So the energy or the message of this card, the Two of Pentacles for February, is going to have you wanting to think about how you can create a balance. A balance related to your, maybe it's work related, home related, anything having to do with kind of your physical and tangible resources. That is going to be kind of bubbling to the surface and top of mind in February. So this new course, this new energy that you are going to be, all of us are going to be experiencing coming in, that energy driving us to feel like that we want to make a change. At the same time, it's going to be asking us to evaluate our, like I said, it could be our home, it could be our work, it could be our finances, our budget, anything having to do with kind of those tangible resources that we live with. We are going to be wanting to bring those into balance. This is, the Two energy is about connection. It's about seeing both sides of things, weighing things, and finding a balance there between two things. So maybe it's about switching careers so that you can, or just changing the way you're currently doing things in your job so it creates more balance. Or it could be something as simple as redecorating your home or a room in your home so that it is more balanced. So just, think about that energy of balance in the month of February and where it may apply in your life. All right, as we transition out of that energy of the 9, that releasing, that kind of innovative energy, encouraging us to chart a new path forward. We're going to be moving out of that energy in February into March under the sign of Pisces into One energy. And I feel like, and I'm getting excited because I just feel like the energy in March is just going to feel really good. I feel like we're all, as a collective on the planet, in the universe, I feel like all of us are just going to take a huge sigh of relief. And I really feel like it's going to feel like that because 2022, 2021, 2020, and 2019, all of those years, the shift that we're going to be moving into March is that big. It's that big. We're moving out of just a very heavy energy into an energy that's going to feel so much lighter. So all that soul searching and releasing of, like I said, just like the muckiness and just icky emotions, icky, sticky feelings that you've been working so hard to release, and making that space to bring in something new. March is when we're going to really start feeling like that we can start implementing and taking action on some of those things. Oh, and what gets me so excited about the energy of March is that I just feel like, as a collective, if you've been like me, if you've been looking around and just questioning what in the world is wrong with people, what's going on, I feel now, I'm not saying everyone, trust me, there's still going to be plenty of people throughout the whole year of 2023 that we're going to be looking around and just not understanding what in the world is going on. But I feel like it's going to be less of those people. I feel like the energy that we've come through, that we're moving into in March, is going to support more people awakening, more people soul searching, more people coming back to center. So it's the beginning of, everything has been like so polarized and so dualistic these last few years, and March is the first major pivot shift that we have that's going to start bringing more people back to center. And that's what gets me so excited, you guys. Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead. I spent a lot of time talking about that. Let's go ahead and pull a tarot card for the collective for the month of March and just see what message is wanting to come through for us. How can we use that wonderful one energy in the month of March? Let's see what's coming through. All right, Six of Swords. Six of Swords is the message that is coming through for us. Now, six energy is all about nurturing. It's about caring for ourselves. It's about caring for others. It's also about making a commitment and taking responsibility. Making a commitment and taking responsibility. Making a commitment and taking responsibility to honor ourselves and do the things that are required to have self-care, take care of ourselves, but do that in a way that doesn't diminish others and also supports others. So this is a card about finding balance and wanting to strike a balance. There's that word again of balance. And you can see here in the image we have this cloud woman. Here is the way I'll describe her. And you can see here that there's a bright star. Think about this as kind of the North Star that is guiding her, or is that direction that I spoke of for the energy of February and January, that new course, that new path, that new journey that we're being pulled to go on. It's not going to be easy all the time, but it is going to bring about more balance. And I feel like the message of this card here is finding something that you can anchor yourself to. What is that guiding principle or guiding light? Choose something on that path, on that journey that you are working towards. Really be thinking and focusing on what you can anchor to keep yourself centered, not just for the month of March, but for the remainder of the year. I think this is going to be very important for all of us to, because like I said, we're not completely out of the woods. There's still going to be plenty of people that you're just going to be like, what in the world, people, what in the world? But like I said, there are more people in March who are going to start coming back to center. So this is just a message of find what it is that keeps you in your center that you can tether to. It's going to be very important to have that anchor in your life. I for sure know that I need that anchor in my life for sure. All right, so as we move out of that momentum that we experience, that sigh of relief in March, we're going to be heading into April under the energy of 2 and under the sign of Aries. And Aries, as you know, is a fire sign. So I feel like our passion and our desire to whatever you're being called, that new journey that I'm talking about, whatever it is, and it doesn't have to be big, you guys. Some of you may be pulled to switch careers this year, but it could be something very, very small. It could just be a habit, a lifestyle change. This doesn't have to be some grand pivotal shift that you're having this year, but it could be. And I feel like a lot of us, like I said, a lot of us are going to be making those big pivotal shifts this year, but I just wanted to point that out. Don't feel like you have to. I'm not telling you to go out and quit your job. All right, so as we move into April, we're going to be under the influence of 2 energy, and 2 energy is a very it's an energy that is going to have us feeling like we want to make connections, form new connections, but there's also the way that 2 energy is coming through for me for April this year. There's kind of a protectiveness to this energy. So I feel like we're going to be drawn to protect those closest to us and to be thinking of ways that we can, I don't know, I just feel like the energy I'm feeling is like we're going to be feeling like we want to create some type of protective boundary around ourselves and those closest to us. And so I don't know, it could be that you are joining a new community that provides that boundary or that protection, or it could be a new system or just a new just something new that you implement with your family and your loved ones to create that connection or that boundary. I don't feel like, I'm not sure that I'm making much sense there. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pull the tarot card and just see what message is coming through for us, because I just keep, like I said, the energy that's coming through for me for the month of April and that 2 energy under the sign of Aries. I'm just getting the feeling that it has something to do with protection and boundaries. So let's see what message is coming through for us. All right, well, the card that I have pulled here for the message and the energy of April is the Fool. So what I might be picking up on with that message of boundaries and protection, I don't know, the energy of the Fool asks us to, what's a card of beginning. It's a card of starting something new, but it's kind of going at that newness or whatever it is that you're starting from the perspective of, I'm going to use this concept in term of beginner's mind. And when you have a beginner's mind, you're approaching it from the standpoint where you have no expectations, you don't have any experience. So if there's dangers or kind of booby traps ahead that you need to be aware of, you're not aware of them because you have no experience. You're brand new at it. So I feel like that's the energy that is coming through, this feeling of boundaries and protection. I feel like the Fool is, the message of the Fool is telling us to, a lot of us have had a bubble around us for many reasons. We've had to put a bubble around us, especially with the pandemic. I feel like this card is saying, allow yourself to release and let go of some of those boundaries and some of that protection that we have built around us. I feel like the message is asking us to allow ourselves to be a little more vulnerable and to open up to new people, new experiences, to the new. When we put extreme boundaries around us, we also block opportunities and experiences. So I feel like that's the core message here, is to allow some of those boundaries to fall. They don't have to be as strong anymore. We can start loosening the grip that we've had. All right, as we move out of the Aries 2 energy into May, we're going to be entering the influence of 3 energy. And 3 energy is a happy, optimistic energy. It's a very creative, fertile energy. I feel like it's the time, and it's a supportive energy that the newness that we're bringing, that breath of fresh air that we're feeling, we're going to start really seeing how we can make it real, how we can create it, how we can bring it into our lives. And if you've already started on something new, then the month of June under the 3 energy is when you're going to start seeing some traction from that, which is going to be awesome. And we're also, in June, we're going to be entering it in Taurus season. And Taurus is just a very grounded, earthy energies, which once again, I feel like is just going to be adding to that traction that the 3 energy brings. It's going to start whatever you've been working on. Like I said, you're going to start seeing some results of that, and that earthy Taurus energy is going to be helping it take root. So with that, let's go ahead and see what message is coming through for us for the month of June under the 3 energy. That beautiful, optimistic, creative 3 energy. All right, let's see what message is coming through for us. All right, and we have number 1, the Magician. What an appropriate card, you guys. The Magician, he holds all the tools. He holds the magic to create whatever it is that he sets his mind to, whatever he wants. There's full potential, full possibilities to create and to bring forth and to support any idea that you are bringing forth. So like I just said, in June, under this 3 energy, we're going to be starting to see some traction. We're going to really be getting clarity on where it is we want to go, how we want to implement whatever it is we're working to bring into our life. And what a beautiful confirmation here from the Magician. I feel like this card is just saying, wherever it is that you decide that you want to go, you have the power, you have the magic, you can create it. So what a beautiful, 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 beautiful message. Love that. Just love, 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 love that energy in that card for us. And I just realized, as I just talked about that whole month calling it June, but I meant May. So correction there. I was speaking about May energy. The Magician card is for May. So oopsies. All right. As we move out of the month of May into June, we're going to be moving into 4 energy, and this is where it gets really exciting, you guys. This is where it gets really exciting. So 4 energy is all about structure, stability, security. So we had that big sigh in March, entering into the 1 energy under the sign of Pisces. It was kind of that big sigh finally. And I feel like in June is when we're really going to start feeling like we can let our guard down a little bit. Like I know this is something that we've been working towards, but I really feel like it's going to be easier. It's going to be easier starting in June. It's not going to be so difficult. It's not going to be such a struggle. You're going to begin feeling more open to allowing that vulnerability to show through. Not only that, I feel like because it's as we enter into June, that's Gemini season, and Gemini is the sign of the twins, and I feel like it's about being able to see both sides. So once again, I just feel like that's another energy that's just going to be pulling and bringing a few more people, pulling them closer to center, which I just get really excited when I think about it, guys. I'm just so over all this polarized crap. And that's just my main advice in general to everyone this year, is to stay out of it. Going back to that tarot card with the star and the anchor, that you're tethered to. Find whatever it is that keeps you in your center and stay anchored to it. Leave all this, just keep your center. Don't get involved in it. Okay, got off track there. All right, so as I was saying, June is going to feel really good under the influence of 4, and so we've got some traction of all the months. June is going to be the time, kind of, I would consider like June kind of like the New Year's resolution time. If you're going to join the gym, if you're going to make those big changes that really require you to take action on and really dig into them, that's the energy that we're going to be feeling. We're going to be feeling like that we can just tackle the world. And let's see what energy and what message is coming through for us in the tarot cards. And I have got to speed this up a little bit, you guys. Don't want this video to take forever. All right, so for the month of June, under the 4 energy of Gemini, we have the Judgment card. And so taking that into account with the 4 energy, about how I was saying that this is a month where we're really going to be able to take action and create that framework, feel that structure, feel that stability and security. I feel like the message that's coming through for this card is going to be, because this isn't judgment that is like being projected to us. This is judgment and discernment. This is discernment that we have focused outward. So I think that's where the security, the stability, and the ability to really create the structure and the framework for wherever it is that we are moving this year, whatever that journey, that path that we are on. I feel like the message of this card is have discernment. And that kind of goes back to the message that I was just talking about, finding your center. Stay in the center, you guys. Focus, focus, focus. Have judgment. Now that doesn't mean, I don't mean like judgy, like nah. That's not the type of judgment and discernment I mean. This is a discernment and a judgment of being aware, be hyper aware of the energies that are out there, the energies that people are putting off in their aura. If you're an empath like me, you can feel it. This is a card about being careful and going back to those boundaries again, in that message of boundaries. So it was a message of don't completely let your boundaries down, because we've had really strong ones. The message was you can let them down a little bit, allow yourself to be more vulnerable. And the message of this card is, yes, let some of those boundaries down. Allow yourself to be more vulnerable, but don't do it willy-nilly. Have discernment about when you are letting that boundary down. And I feel like you're going to know when it's appropriate. Like I said, just use your senses to feel into when it's appropriate. Listen to your inner guidance, listen to your inner voice, but do let it down. If you've been keeping super strong boundaries, we're gonna have to start letting them down some, you guys. We're gonna have to allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to put ourselves out there. That's the only way that we can move forward. We just have to do it. We just have to do it. We just have to do it with discernment. And I hope, like I said, I feel like we're going to get that boost. We're going to get that awesome energetic boost that we've been craving, that we've been needing to support us and to be able to do it this year, which is it's just so exciting. Okay. So as we move out of the month of June under the energy of 4 and that Gemini season, we're going to be moving into the month of July under the influence of the 5 and under the sign of Cancer. So we're going to be in Cancer season. All right, so that big shift, that big choice that I've been talking about that we're kind of leading up to, the month of July is when you're going to really be called to, hopefully with the 4 energy, and hopefully you were able to, like I said, that keep your center and really start feeling grounded and secure, because in July, you guys, July is go time. July under the energy of 5. 5 energy represents change. It represents transformation. It represents freedom of expression and making a choice to express yourself freely. So really use the months leading up to July to be doing that soul searching and that planning and that laying of the groundwork, because like I said, July is going to be go time. July is go time. So let's see. Not that you haven't been going. There's steps that you will have taken up until then, but yeah, July is kind of like the big show. July is showtime, and let's just see what tarot card is coming up for us. And this video is getting pretty long, so I think what I might do is separate this video into 2 videos, because I just don't want it to be too long for you guys. So, but let me go ahead and see what message is coming through for us for the month of July. And I love this card for us. This is a beautiful note to end on. For this video, we have the Queen of Crystals here. You can see the Queen here. She's holding the crystal. She's holding the power in her hand next to this beautiful, beautiful tiger here. And the crystals representing our physical resources, our home, our finances, our work, the tangible things that we are working towards. And the Queen representing the design, the Queen representing the divine feminine, but also representing an energy of balance, an energy of being able to really see into the subconscious, into your inner self, your higher self, your inner guidance. This is a message and an archetype represented in this card of having control and command. I'm trying to do my hand. There we go. That's better. I was using the wrong hand. So this is just a message of You've got it. You're going to have the support of energetically, the support of the universe to just go for it. Like I said, July is going to be go time. So yeah, this is a beautiful message of you have whatever, you have what you need. You will have that support. You have that crystal, that crystal of support. All right, you guys, I'm gonna leave it right there, at least for this video. I will be recording the second half of the year in a separate video. I also recently just posted a video that is specific to the winter season, so check that out if you haven't already. Check the description box below, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I have some other additional goodies down for you in the description, so make sure to check that out and stay tuned for part 2 of this video. All right, goodbye, you guys.